we have had situations where Christians have done things that they shouldn't do. And as pastor, I have to learn how to deal with that and help that person recognizing that, okay, you have sinned, but now we need to move from there. We have had, you might be surprised, Christians who have had abortions. I have been a pro-life person since I was a teen, and I'm not talking about abortion because of the life of the mother or because of rape or incest. I'm talking about the fact that they sinned and they didn't want the church to find out that they were pregnant, and so they had an abortion. And then we have people in the church who have been divorced. And in the church, when it comes to a matter like divorce, what we do is we say, if you are divorced outside of our church, you can come to our church and function, but if you get divorced in our church, we're going to kick you out. And we have to be consistent. Because if you go through churches all around America and look at divorce, there are people in ministry who have been divorced, and they haven't been divorced in our church, but after they have divorced and do whatever they did for whatever reason, they leave that church and then they come to another church and we embrace them and everything is all right. But once they're messing up in our church, then we kick them out. And so we need to understand, how do we deal with Christians who do things that are not the way God would want them to do? So let's look at a few pointers. Number one, recognize that the transgression is wrong and ought not to have happened. When somebody sins, because they are friends, we don't sugarcoat it and pretend as if everything is all right. If you sin, the standard for sin is not what I think or what you think. The standard is still the Bible. And so we have to deal with, what does the Bible say? I'm not saying that we are going to be sinless. What I'm saying is that we have to base how we function on what the Bible says. That's number one.